we'll start off with a quick recap then for Tom's benefit, and then we'll introduce your character because we're straight into Dice in Anger tonight.
Okay.
So, you are part of the mercenary faction of Flaming Fist. You're operating out of Baldur's Gate. Your current mission was to see Grand Duke Alder Ravengard safely to Elturel for the first diplomatic mission between the two cities. Excuse me. You were attacked on the way by cultists of the Dead Three, Bane, Baal, and Merkel. But you managed to arrive in Elturel. Baldur's Gate is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Elturel is a holy place. It's full of good people doing good things. You spent a week there, and for want of a better phrase, enjoyed yourself. You felt warm, you felt comfortable, you felt at peace, you felt safe. You also made quite a lot of friends / fans, as it even got to the point where people were considering creating a brand new market in T-shirts with your band logo on, but you didn't have a band name, so they couldn't do it. Towards the end of the week, Alder Ravengard was happy with what you guys were doing. Your relationship between the two cities was going really well. Him and the leader of Elturel, a chap called Thavius Krieg, was going really well. One other thing I need to tell you about Elturel is above the city is this glowing orb, a radiant glowing orb, like a second sun, known as the Companion. It's been there for 50 odd years. Thavius Krieg was instrumental in it appearing when Elturel was under attack. So that's constantly shining. I think you were into day 6, I think it was, in Elturel, when Rhea said to you, just quite casual, Rhea's the captain of the guards that is your guide around. She said to you, I've got manoeuvres in Fort Morning Lord, which is to the southwest, across the Chiantha River. Would you like to come along? Just something to do, get a breath of fresh air. As you approached, no one was around. There's normally a fort of paladins here. And as you approached carefully, a small girl and a woman, both human, came out of the bushes saying that the paladins and their dad, their husband, had been attacked. Can you do something about it? You just approached carefully the barracks in this village when cultists flung open the door and started to charge. Are we happy with that? Can anyone think, Mark, Jake, or Lou? Can you think of anything else I've missed out that Tom would need to?
I'm just looking through my notes. The only thing you didn't mention was our captain's name in the mercenary band that we're in is Zodge. I think that was the only thing you didn't mention.
Okay.
And the name of the Rhea, the guard captain, who give me a bit of a kicking.
She's nails, yeah. So let's take you to. Sorry,
is that Rhea Reya?
Yes.
And Zodge Zodje?
GE.
GE.
Yeah, they're actually.
Zodge, by the way, Dave. Sorry.
Say again.
Zodge, is he human?
He is human. What I've got for you is the battle map ready to go. Zodge is here. So an older human, greying hair, eye patch. That's Rhea Mantlemorn. Rhea Mantlemorn is a Hell Rider. The Hell Rider is the standing army of the Elturel forces. You guys had positioned yourself. Your token, Tom, is just here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the start of combat. You can position yourself where you think. That's Nuzzgrond. He's your orc barbarian. Yeah. I'll tell you what we'll do then. We'll just go around the table just for Tom's benefit.
Yeah.
A brief introduction because you'd know each other. It just so happened, it just so happens, but this is the first time. In fact,
yeah, because they've been with us on the journey, Dave. They were just
you have, but I was just thinking of sort of getting Tom up to speed. What we'll do is Mark Jake Lewis in that order. Give us a brief of what you look like and kind of what Tom's character would know about you. A short snippet. So start with you, Mark.
What you know about me is I'm pretty well spoken for an orc. I like to play chess. I do like to break things. I'm a nice guy generally. And I used to be in a different mercenary band called the Chill, but I had words with one of the commanders who now wants to kill me horribly. So I left and came to Baldur's Gate, and that's pretty much it. You'd know me as a reliable ally in battle. You know, that's pretty much it with him. He's nearly 7 feet tall, brown skin, red eyes, huge tusks.
Right, strap in. Jake's turn.
Wow. So I'm playing Ace Vengeance. Ace Vengeance is a half-elf bard who is essentially a glam rocker in D&D. He is full heavy metal, has a V-shaped lute, which is his absolute pride and joy. Used to be the lead singer and lead guitarist in a band called Death Talica. Has recently been kicked out of Death Talica when they lost their Battle of the Bands competition to the Iron Maidens. He is a little bit of an arrogant shit. Very much thinks he is the be-all and end-all of rock stars. And he's 6 foot tall, reasonably long, dark black hair. He's got some tattoos on his arm. Wears like a big, like kind of like long blue, like cloak type. It's basically like the picture.
Nice. And Mephiston then.
So basically, Mephiston is a warlock emo, very, very quiet. You know he's a good guy, really, but he doesn't really talk much unless he gets a drink inside of him. And then once he's got a drink inside of him, he turns into this whole different person, becomes very loud, does silly shit like firing eldritch blasts everywhere, blowing up glass bottles.
Yeah, that was boss. Yeah,
I enjoyed it when you said he's very attractive. He's a very pretty man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Edward Cullen of D&D.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very pretty man.
Yeah.
So, Tom, then, welcome to Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. Tell us about Grismore Harlsson.
So he's a very tall, but actually quite slim he's not particularly muscular. He's quite slim for a Minotaur. He probably stands at about 7.5, 8 feet tall. He's quite tall.
I thought I was
got a very thick rim glasses. So what you'd know about him, he's very bookish. So he's always got a book in his hands. He's usually reading. He's very he's not slow, but he speaks slowly. He's very considered. He's kind of the complete opposite of your typical Minotaur. He's quite a gentle soul, really.
Does he like to play chess?
Yeah. He's very scholarly. So he's very into the scholarly pursuits, chess and reading and education. He's quite learned. And yeah, he's very quiet. Probably doesn't really drink too much, but probably talks, when he does drink, talks too much about books that you've never fucking read and got absolutely no interest in.
Well, that's me in real life.
So. Yeah, that's what you'd know about Grismore.
I think we'd be friends because, let's say, I like to learn for an orc, which is unusual, and I do like a game of dragon chess, and I've got a board as well, so we can definitely have some of that going on.
Yeah. If we
How would you feel about playing the triangle?
He's more of a cowbell man, to be honest.
More cowbell.
We can get behind them.
I mentioned this to Tom just before you came on, Jake, and staring us in the face. Cowbell. Between his horns.
Oh. We've got this.
Wear it like a pendant.
Let's move us straight into where we are in the story then. So what you've got, just a brief overview. You've got all these bodies strewn around this small encampment. This is the direction you've approached from the south. The footprints are as is. Here is a big storeroom. That's the barracks. Beyond, to the north, you can't quite see it, but there's a chapel. And these two are houses. For some reason, I struggled with the word houses on the last stream. I don't like to watch it back very often, but it's a house. But there you go. So these doors flew open, and you've already sort of, not you personally, not for Grismore, but the rest of them have fought cultists before that look exactly the same as these. These are fists of Bane, the Lord of Strife. The door opens, and these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultists are charging forwards. The last thing I mentioned just before we finish the session is they seem to have this sort of, as they're charging forwards, instead of like a battle cry or a shout or anything, there's this sort of mumble as they're running forwards. Ace is the first to react. Jake, what's Ace doing?
Ace is going to fuck shit up.
Sorry. When a bit Max Cavalera there.
Oh, dear Mark.
Sepultura.
I was going to say,
The
I've heard the
Brazilian.
name.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite place it.
They're as close as
Ace
thrash ever came to death metal.
is going to move over there.
Yeah.
He is going to pull his lute round, and he's going to start strumming his chords.
Yep.
He is then going to cast. Let me just check the range on it, just make sure I can get one of them. Clicking on the wrong tab here. Oh, if I can move just 1 square forward, I can cast it on this front guy.
Yeah.
So, can he make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Sure. He doesn't have any bonuses. Wisdom save. He rolls an 8.
Wonderful. I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. However, I am spinning it with my usual little
So he's on his back,
funny
rocking
games.
out like a
So 100%. So as I start strumming my guitar, I make eye contact with him. I'm going to point at him like this, and then he's just going to like raise his hands up into the air with his devil horns, start headbanging, and then he's gradually going to headbang himself to his knees. I'm just in the doorway headbanging through.
Nice.
He's nutty as a squirrel shit, that Ace, isn't he?
Yeah.
What conditions does that entail?
So he's prone. He is. So
Saving throw at the end of each turn, doesn't he, for something?
yeah. So or if he gets attacked, a creature of your choice that you can see range perceives everything as hilarious. Fully that must succeed. Or fall prone, becoming incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay, so incapacitated creatures can't take actions or reactions, and then prone is you have advantage to hit, and he has disadvantage to hit, but he can't take actions anyway. And you all have advantage to hit him. Right. I believe you're concentrating on that, Jake. Is that correct?
I am concentrating on it.
There you go. There's your little blue concentration dot. Anything else from Ace?
Thank you.
No. Nice muting, mate. Good reactions. Nuzzgrond's up. What's going to happen, Mark?
Right. Okay. I've got my glaive, but with one hand, can I draw? Just sort of have my glaive sort of ready to grab, just stuck in the ground. Draw my hand axes and throw them both. 2 weapon combats as I could, but it depends whether or not drawing the thing would be part of the action, because it'd be bonus action to throw the second one.
So you're not moving, you're staying where you are?
Well, I might well move, but I was going to do this first. I'm going to do that first.
Well, because that depends. Because if all I'd say to you is if you're putting your glaive in the ground,
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You know what, mate? I've just realised I'm not that far away. I'm blatantly just going to run up there, and I'm going to hit the guy behind because I can do that with me reach.
Okay.
I can hit that lad there.
Fine. Now, strictly speaking, that was a
going to rage.
So there's your bonus action. That was a move
Yeah.
of 35, but we'll say you were 30 away. I'm assuming your movie's only 30.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
I can
Yeah,
cast as a,
that's
as
fine.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
So here it comes. I've only got the one attack, so let's.
So this Tweb here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Come
can't
on.
move out of the way now, can I? Sorry. Right, here we go. Found the right thing. 14
misses. Yeah.
Right, that's me done.
Okay. So talk Tom through your rage. What does it look like? Because I quite enjoyed that last time.
Have you read Joe Abercrombie, Tom?
No.
No.
I've got the first one to read, but I haven't read it yet.
Oh well,
I love it.
See, there's a character called Logan Ninefingers. He's a berserker, and when he goes, this is the first thing you see. He'll usually take a massive hit, and then instead of being dead or completely unconscious, he just gets up and he'll be grinning inanely. Eyes look like cold blank. And then he just goes fucking insane and kills everyone. The only difference is I'm an orc, and two, my rage is controlled. Well, Logan doesn't have any say in his. Is just fucking nuts. So you just see him start to grin. A little bit of drool comes out down one tusk, and his eyes are cold, hard, and dead.
Nice.
You know that's a rage.
Very nice.
As Nuzzgrond's approached the door, you also see the one of the cultists of Merkel stood behind. Make a perception roll for me, Mark, please. While you're raging, you don't get any negatives, do you?
Yes, I can't cast spells or concentrate on anything.
Well, it doesn't matter then. Just make a perception roll for me,
Yeah.
please.
21.
21's good. From inside, you can now hear a low, other than this coming from the cultists, which sounds very strange to you, but you can also hear chanting coming from further inside this building, and it isn't coming from these particular cultists.
So it's coming from someone that I can't see right now.
So I'm quite happy for you to pass that information back.
Yeah, well, just shout. There's going to be more. I can hear chanting. There's going to be from behind. There's another room full of these lads.
Yeah. That takes us to Mephiston.
I'm curious about this noise they're making. Have they got helmets on these?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the people have been tied up and gagged or something and are not actually combatants. Can I see anything that just looks skewy? Or anything out of the blue that makes you think we've fought these guys before, or are they different?
Okay, that would be perception. Sounds like an easy one to do. Go with
liberate the vegetable lasagna whilst
Investigation, maybe
not
from
my go.
insight.
I was potentially thinking insight, but it's the Mark game. We need a theme tune for the Mark game. Mark game is Mark's going to say two words when he disappears. If the party gets it right, or anyone in the comments gets it right, the party gets a free magic item. Tonight, gentlemen, what are you going to go for, Mark game?
What's our subject criteria been today? I'm going to say, something to go with his. I'm going to say Rusty Sheriff's badge.
Rusty Sheriff. That's strictly speaking three words, but you know what?
All one word.
No, that's fine. The chances of you actually getting it, and I'm saying you can only have one word, seems a bit harsh. So yeah, no, Rusty Sheriff and badge, fine. Come on, Jake.
I'm going to go Moray Eel.
Moray Eel.
And we're going llama.
I'm just writing down everyone's mark game options. Mark, Ian.
Oh,
Right, we're
no
done.
one-
How do you spell that? Oh, that'll do. Okay, so what was Mephiston doing?
We've fought these guys before, hasn't he? So he's
Yes.
been kind of thinking, hearing this mumbling. What?
Okay, go with. In fact, you choose either perception or insight.
Oh, I'm going for persuasion.
What's your modifier?
I'm doing that with my. What's it with me? Mouse. It was sticking. No, click the wrong one. Sorry.
What's one?
Oh, you got
Oh,
a sticky mouse,
Yeah.
Lewis.
All right. We'll go with the 7 then.
yeah.
I wasn't going to question it. I'm not sure what that image in my head. So
In my defence, it's the glue that I've just been pissing about with the
glue.
activator.
That's what they all say.
So they look like they're before this one started rocking out in front of Nuzzgrond. They looked like they were running for blood. Their shields were up. Their maces were ready. They were charging towards in anger. But I mean, with the 7, Nuzzgrond's pointed out this chanting. You can't hear it, which is a shame because there's a chance you could pick up what it potentially is. But you, from where you are, you can't hear what's going on.
Okay. I best move a bit closer then, eh? Well, I'm not getting a number of my movement.
Oh.
It happens sometimes, dudes. I'm getting numbers, so I can tell you.
25, 30,
25.
30 there?
That's 30, mate. Yeah.
Can I hear anything now?
Yeah. Well, you're a bit closer. So give me an Arcana check from there.
Shit, I'm rolling wank.
Ooh. So you hear it now, but it doesn't. It's not ringing any bells as to what it is.
Okay.
But you now see these other cultists, and these lads. I mean, I was being a lazy DM last time. I said they look like necromancers, and they do. They've got these skulls on green chains, and they're spinning them around. They haven't got any masks on, and they look like they're about to point their anger towards you all.
Okay. Well, if they're all chanting, right. I can see that one there. So what's that? Hang on, let me just quickly.
Yeah, these guys aren't chanting. The chants coming from somewhere deeper into the building. But
okay. I mean, I've got quite a good range here. I can see to here. I keep forgetting we're not on roll 20. I can see there. I'm going to take a random pot shot there, Dave.
yeah,
For a sleep spell with a 20 space range.
sure. Right, roll your dice then for your hit points.
It's 5d8, isn't it?
I believe so. Come on, mate.
Go on, do it.
17.
Okay. Right, I've got a choice. Right, hold up. Okay. The cultist that you see falls to the floor, asleep. I think is it unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm sat in nodding, but not verbalising anything.
Okay, so you see this cultist of Merkel just as he's spinning it around, bang down, and you hear it and see it.
Yeah.
The chanting is still continuing further into the barracks. Okay. So you've had your 30 feet. You've cast your first level spell.
I don't think I've got anything. Oh, actually, I'll risk it for a chocolate biscuit. On that one that I've just sorted, so the one that I've just put to sleep,
Yeah.
I'm going to do Hexblade's curse on him as well
Okay.
as my bonus action.
Sure.
What's that do?
Hexblade's Curse. It's the it crits on a 19 or a 20. You you
+2 to damage, and if he dies, I get 5 HP back.
That's quite nice.
So that takes us to the Fists of Bane. So what I'm going to do is, as they were all charging forwards, what I'm going to get them 5 of them to do is to make a dexterity check, just to see if they knock into their mate, who's currently down on the floor rocking out. Bear with me briefly. So I've got what configuration? So 1, 1, 2. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only one of them rolls poorly, which is this one, and I'm going to have him fall over his mate and go prone, pretty much where he is, but the rest are all able to move. In fact, I'll mark him prone there as he moves forwards, trips over his mate. So they're going to pass through, and I'm going to surround Nuzzy. So they're going to jump over their mate. This what I'm going to flavour it, Mark, is this one that falls over, falls into you, knocks you back briefly as the rest get round. So they're not going out of your range.
Kill zone. Yeah.
Yeah. But they are all going to attack.
Whatever.
Here we go. Okay, so it's going to be a mace. Mark, first one is an 8 to hit.
Nope.
Second is a 24 to hit.
Nope. Okay, that's a lie. That does hit.
Thank you. That's 4 bludgeoning damage.
So is that 2 then with my
It
resistance?
is. Yep.
Just
you apply your resistance, mate. You're fine.
Yeah.
Third one is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Fourth is a 9 to hit.
Nope.
And the last one, strictly speaking, is with disadvantage, is an 8 to hit. You jammy get.
Yeah. Well, one of them. Armor class 15. Yeah.
Okay. We now have the Necromites of Merkel. So one that you've not seen is going to make himself visible here.
Tell him to go away, please.
He's going to throw his... so this skull is spinning round. As he spins it and releases it, this sort of claw appears. Green necrotic claw travels towards... Oh, hold on, that's a choice of 2, isn't it? So 1, 4... No, it's Mephiston. He rolls 24 to hit.
Hit.
Yeah, 6 points of necrotic damage. Okay. That takes us... Oh, Tom. Sorry, mate. No. I tell you what, roll now.
Yeah, I think I rolled it, but not clicked on my token or something. I don't know. Something's happened. As it happens.
Okay, Grismore's first turn. Let's see.
Okay, so let's just. How do I get the? Is this a window, Dave?
Yes.
It's hang on, something right in front of me. What am I talking about? Sorry.
All curtains are drawn.
Okay, cool. So Grismore is going to move up.
You could have been 30 feet away, mate, if that, depended on, because I don't know what type of character you are. If you want to get into melee, No, fine.
No. No, we had a bit of a change of heart about that. So
Did you go with magic balls?
I did go with magic balls, mate. Yeah, you're right.
It's gracious, great balls of fire.
And seeing that his friend Nuzzgrond is surrounded, he's not going to cast what he's originally cast. So he's going to create bonfire on this fella here.
Okay, the one that's rocking out.
No, actually, no. I'll change that. I'll go to here instead.
Okay,
Please,
yeah.
Try and make it more tactical. So, could you make a dex saving, a dexterity saving throw for me?
Okay, that's an 11.
That is a fail.
Okay.
So, I think Grismore just kind of pulls his hands together, and this kind of flame erupts like a bonfire, effectively, underneath the guy. And he takes 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay, is because it's a cantrip, isn't it? Create bonfire.
Yeah, superb. I think.
Okay, right. Does that now continue? Is it concentration or is it just a?
It's concentration. It stays.
Wow. Okay, so let's put the concentration dot on you.
Any creature in the space when I cast it must succeed, and any creature that moves into the space for the first time or ends its turn there must also make the save.
Okay, righto.
It also ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't worn, but he's out in the open, so I'm not going to start a house fire today.
How big is this?
5 feet, mate.
Yeah, 5
feet.
foot.
Right. Okay. Right. Anything else from you?
Nope. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let's see if I can make a bit of a bonfire, like a red dot underneath it. So that takes us to Ace again, top of round 2.
My learned friend that's on fire at the moment, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. He rolls a 10.
So he's going to fail.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery. So as I'm like slamming some chords on my lute, I'm going to lift one of my, whilst I'm still like playing up here, I'm going to lift my horns up. I'm going to be like, see you in the fiery pits of hell. And then as he's obviously already on fire burning. So that's a D4 of psychic damage. Oh, 4 points of psychic damage.
And he has disadvantage on attacks.
Ooh. Yeah, disadvantage on the next attack roll. I'm also going to throw a bardic inspiration at my good friend Nosgrond.
Thank you.
I'm going to be like, I need my drummer.
Anything else from Ace?
No, that's everything.
Nuzzy. Keep calling him Nuzzy, Mark.
Yeah, it's all right. Right, let's go.
It's gonna stick.
I've got them at all sides, haven't I? The one that's straight in front of me, I'm just going to go for him.
Okay.
Where's my tank?
So this is with advantage because he's prone.
Oh no, not the fella. I hit my scope. I can hit. That's right. The one who's in front of me.
That one.
I'm pointing at the screen now. Yes, that one. Such a prick. Right, here we go. Finally, actions. Attack. Here we go. Don't be shit. It's shit.
15 misses again, Mark.
Oh, no. Well, I've got nothing I can do as a bonus, so that's pretty much me done.
Okay. Mephiston's turn.
Yeah, so he's a bit pissed that he's just been scorpioned. So
Good old
so I'm gonna kind of go here.
Yeah.
Actually, here.
Yeah.
So I can still see the guy that I just put to sleep.
Okay. You can now, from that angle, you can also see chanting is coming from there. You see a female figure that you've met before on the other side of the river.
Oh, okay.
So she's same regalia as the other cultists of Merkel, but because her eyes are white as they're rolled back, and she's concentrating and chanting.
Okay. I'm going to launch an Eldritch Blast at her.
Okay, roll to hit.
Hex him first if you've got a bonus.
He hasn't
15.
taken hex, mate.
Don't hex him.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
4.
And skills, saving throws. Okay, so as you're chanting, and as she's chanting, and her eyes rolled back, your Eldritch Blast takes her just as she's in the throes of this chant. It doesn't knock her off her stride. If anything, she just spins 360 and then carries on chanting. You haven't knocked her off her stride. Anything else you want to do?
Not at this moment in time. Can I just tell the group that I can see the crazy bitch that attacked us earlier on?
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so that's Fist of Bane now. From inside, while she's still concentrating, you can see now that she points towards Mephiston and Grismore. So I'm gonna do. He starts his turn in fire, but he took damage from you last turn.
If he ends his turn in the flames, he has to take the check again.
Right. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to be the one that peels off and comes for you. That's an opportunity attack from Nuzzy, if you wish.
Yeah.
Nosy.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
It's +2 to this because I'm raging just as well, because that's shit. 5, 6, 7 damage.
Oh, that's fine. How does he die?
Oh, wicked. So just as it runs past, I've just stuck the point, sort of the sharp bit of the glaive, and just pulled it across his stomach, and his guts just fall out and he falls over.
Slippy.
Yeah.
So what we're going to have is this one hasn't taken damage, so he still can do nothing. Is that right?
No, so he gets so at the end of this turn he gets to take another wisdom saving throw.
Right. What is going to happen though is this Fist of Bane here is going to peel away. Obviously, you've used your reaction mark, so we can't take that again. This one is going to go towards Grismore. Fellow lad at the back is going to stand and barge his way through. It's going to be 2 attacks against Nuzzgrond. First attack, 13.
Yep.
19.
Yep.
8 damage. 1 against Mephiston. 10. 1 against Grismore. 23.
That hits.
5 damage. Which takes us to the Necromites of Merkel. Now he has 3 viable options.
One of the Fists of Bane has landed in the bonfire. So it needs to take damage.
Yeah, it's when he moves in.
Yeah, well done.
Well, It's
Yeah,
dex
yeah.
save.
I need to make a wisdom save to see if I can break away from Tasha's, and I roll a 10, so no. And it said dex save.
That's right. Yeah.
Rolls a 6.
That's a fail.
Yeah, it's a clear red dot. DM's mistake. So
3 points of damage.
Okay, right. So we've still got one asleep. That applies throughout. This guy's got 3 options now. So 6. That's Nuzzgrond again. I say Nuzzgrond again. It went for Mephiston last time. So this skull is spinning around as this necrotic hand travels forwards. 11 to hit Nuzzgrond.
Nope.
You're very lucky because that he rolled well for damage on that mark. I have a button that does both at the same time, so you're lucky you missed. That takes us to at the back. This female character that you've seen before that was attacking Grand Duke Ulder Ravensguard is okay. So what you're going to see is a disembodied hand. It's sort of green, but with twinges of blue, and the air around it seems to shimmer with cold as it travels towards. How many options has she got? If I'm thinking right, and that's just Mephiston, isn't it? Oops, I've just moved Nuzzy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only Mephiston that she can see. So, although, you know what, I'm going to give her the same. I'm going to move her to there, so it's a 1 in 3 chance. Yeah, it's actually Nosgrond. Oh, you jammy get that's a 10 to hit.
no.
Yeah. That's her turn as she's still chanting, but you can all see her now. She would be a very, very attractive woman if it wasn't for the fact that she's obviously let herself go. She hasn't washed for some time, and it's almost as if she's peeling underneath this visage of death. Grismore.
So, Grismore is going to kind of rear his head back and swing it round, and he's going to try and kind of impale this guy with his horns, I think.
Go for it.
Like a nice feat, right?
12 to hit.
12 is going to miss.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, he's going to cast Healing Word on Guzzy.
On Nuzzgrond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
Nuzzgrond,
what a
yeah.
guy.
Nice.
And that is 5 points of healing.
Thank you. I think that puts me. I'm not quite nearly on full. Thank you. That's awesome.
Okay. Ace's turn.
Also, I need to
sorry,
make a
mate.
concentration check. I got hit by an attack, didn't I? And I didn't make a concentration check.
Okay, mate. Yeah.
14.
Yeah, that stays. Ace.
Ace is going to look at the guy in the fire again, and he's going to do exactly the same thing he did to the other one. He's going to make eye contact with him, and he's going to headbang, and he's going to lift his horns up a bit like
Rolls a 13.
fails.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. You take some of my vicious mockery. That's 2 points of psychic damage.
2, and he's got disadvantage. Okay, I need to remember disadvantage. Anything else?
That's been done.
Okay. And the chant went up. Nosy, nosy, nosy. What do you want to do, Mark?
Oh shit! Yeah,
I was chanting your name and everything, mate.
I know. I just drifted away. Right, here we go. All we're going to do is hit him in the face. It's going to be.
That's what he's going to do, Dave. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Nice.
There we are. See this,
Gotcha.
laddo?
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Come on, Mark.
15.
15 misses.
Oh, God. That's me done then.
No, he has disadvantage to hit you, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. Mephiston. So you can see now this cultist in front of you. You can still hear this type mumbling type thing. But this guy's coming at you. And he's trying to stave your head in. You're having to duck and weave.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to bonus action Misty Step.
Yep.
And I'm going to... Gonna go next to Ace, I think.
Okay.
Up here.
Oh, you little flirt.
That was 35, dude. So I'm just going to pop you there, but you've got your movement. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this guy that stood next to Grismore.
You call him Grizz.
Oh, Grizz. I'm going to have a go with Booming Blade on him.
Cool. What does Booming Blade look like when you're doing that?
So he just kind of pulls his sword out. So he's got a long sword, but it's kind of got like a bit of a greeny tinge to it. You don't know why it's got a greeny tinge to it because he's not told you yet why it's got a greeny tinge to it. And it kind of almost goes into a white blue as he's casting it, and you can just kind of see it trembling and crackling and sparking, almost like 1,000 birds chirping, bit like lightning.
Wow.
And yeah, he's going to have a swing.
Go for it.
So it's just 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
It's 8.
Solid hit, yeah.
And then obviously you know about Booming Blade, don't you?
Yeah, if he moves.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And I think that's me.
Wicked. Yeah, because that becomes nice when you get to 5th level, because it's automatically an extra D8. And then it's 2D8 if he moves, which is nice. Okay, so that's your turn. So that takes us to the Fist of Bane now. Fella at the back, he's got 2 choices. Oh, he's got 3 choices. 1, 2, 5, 6. He's coming after Mephiston still. So we'll say this one on Grizz. These 2 still on. No, this one's going to have to move. So what I'm going to do is this one is going to move away as if he's going to charge towards Ace. Opportunity attack if you wish, Mark.
Certainly do, sir. I certainly do. And here it comes. Come on, son. Come on. 18.
18
please,
hits. Roll your damage.
Yes, here we go. +2 to this. So that's 12 damage.
Okay, how does that one die?
He's very angry because he can't hit anything. So when he's connected, it's connected with his head and he's just forced it down all the way through. He's not happy.
Okay, so that one won't get to Ace, who's still playing. So we've got 1 on each of you. So we'll do Tom first. We'll do Grizz first. 21
hits.
7 damage.
And Grizz is unconscious.
Grizz down. Second one, Mephiston. 11 to hit.
Missed it.
Okay. Last one, Nuzzgrond. 21.
That does hit me, unfortunately.
8 bludgeoning.
That's 4.
And then we've got the Necromites. So this one is going to move round slightly. Choice of 3. Actually, choice of... He goes to there. He's got a choice of 3, including ace. So 1, 2... Ace. So as this skull's spinning round, this green spectral hand flies towards ace. It's a 13 to hit ace. 13 misses. I can lip read that from you, Jake. Wicked. The second one's still asleep. So at the back, this figure here, I'm
getting all these visions of like Strahd, where the captain and Rhea are doing fuck all but watching.
Balls.
We'll let them handle it, lads.
I'll stick them. Right. No. What happened is they were checking this building out, and now that they've heard on round 3 what's happening, they were charging round the corner to try and rescue you all. So the Master of Soul, how annoyed. Yeah. Okay. A little bit annoyed now. So towards Nuzzgrond, you're going to see, as she's still chanting, your eyes still rolled back. She's not necessarily concentrating on you, but you can see a hand point up to you and jerk back as this green ray shoots towards you and rolls 21 to hit you.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take it now, aren't I?
Yeah. And you take... Click on it. 7 points, so that's lucky, of poison damage. You need to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I'll just take the damage. And Constitution.
Do you get
save.
Oh no, it's on strength and saves, isn't it? With rages.
I think that should do it.
19, that's fine.
Nosy.
Yeah.
Any more? We need to get our druid up.
So Rhea's going to charge forwards. She's going to step right between these two lads. She has longsword and short sword. So first attack hits this one, kills it outright. Second attack. First attack misses. Short sword follows behind, misses. But that's Ray's turn. Death saving throw, please. First death saving throw.
I've just rolled one and it's just gone just to you, Dave. I did it by accident. I didn't mean to roll it, but...
Well, if you didn't mean to roll it, mate...
We'll go with it. It's
okay.
been rolled now. Oh.
That's one fail.
What was it? A natural... Oh, no.
I rolled it just to Dave, so I was going to keep it between me and him, but...
Oh, no. Well, do you want to?
I prefer it that way, to be fair, but...
Okay, fine. Who knows what
because they can't metagame, can they?
Oh, I look forward to this in Pathfinder then. That's horrible. Ace. So Grismore's down. He's currently bleeding out. Rhea steps over him and she'll say, "Can anyone help him?"
I mean, I don't have any healing spells, and I'm going to look at Grismore as he's down on the floor and almost like, why has he got to go and ruin my song for? Like, I'm in the middle of something here. Can he not see that? How inconsiderate of him. Where do I stand on doing a medicine check? Would it just count as stabilising him?
Yeah.
So Ace is going to like shred a few more chords. He's going to look up. He's going to roll his eyes almost so much that you can hear them rolling in his skull. And then he's going to move over to Grismore. And then he's going to be like, this isn't very metal. And then he's going to perform a medicine check.
Okay, right.
See if he can try and stabilise him. But yeah, I can't do shit.
No. Yeah, as you sort of trying to, I've got you. Imagine it's like still shredding and trying to do your medicine check with your foot.
He's getting to the point where he's not getting up and he's just like fucking kicking him.
Unfortunately,
he's like,
misses.
wake up, you big bastard.
Anything else from?
No, but your Watson at your Bane should have rolled a wisdom saving throw to see if he could have broke his.
Nice one, dude.
Rock
Thank
out.
you, Jake. Wonderful
Out
stuff.
with his cock out.
Rolls a natural 1.
Yes.
Hey, so he's still headbanging his fucking brains out.
He is. That takes us to Nuzzy. Nuzzy, you still have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Nosy.
Right. Is it right to do this?
You can't do anything, Tom. You
See
don't.
this fellow here. We'll give him some pasty.
Go for it.
Do I have to choose whether or not to use my inspiration now?
No, you can do it after you've rolled.
Right.
And before
let's
I've told
see.
you if it hits or not. I believe. Is that
Right.
right,
It's a
Jake?
D6.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go. Here we come.
You got a cold, Jake?
It's your attack. I have got a cold.
I'll
I've got
not
like
use it.
major month.
No, you
Damage
don't
coming
need.
up.
You don't need to use it. Come on, Mark.
Well,
Come on, Mark.
damage coming up.
Have him.
That's 13 points of damage.
Have
Yeah,
you kill him?
boy. Fucking yes.
That's going to take his head clean off.
Yeah, that one is.
Yeah.
Nice one. So
I
you
can't do anything else.
you
Is it
can
one?
because that one's incapacitated.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to gun in.
Okay.
I haven't moved, have I?
No.
I'm going to get there.
Seems fair to me.
That'll be me.
Okay, that takes us to Zodge, who is gonna charge. He's going to attempt a medicine check. I haven't actually got. Is it intellect? Intelligent medicine. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
He rolls a 14. Stable, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. That's his turn.
Ace is just going to look at him and be like, thank fuck for that. And then he's just going to take his foot off him. And then he's going to carry on shredding.
You've just used your mate like a distortion pedal.
Pretty much. I'll keep chanting, does he, though?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Lou, Mephiston's turn.
I'm going to have a go at this guy next to me.
Okay, wicked.
I'm going to do Booming Blade again.
Sure, always.
Oh, not right.
Not enough.
I'm going to bonus action Salt.
What do I roll to spit me dummies out of the...
Seems fair. So there's only one attack now. He's got a choice of 2. In fact, I'm gonna say that Ray is Mephiston looking rough.
Yeah, we have a go. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
We'll have a go. We can think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's going to have a pop at Mephiston. That's a 20.
It's going to do my reaction of shield.
Absolutely. What does that take your AC to?
5. Oh, balls, just under 19.
Save
I
it.
thought it was on 15. That's annoying.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Even with your shield.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. That's 4 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Down. Right.
Yeah.
2
Another
down.
one. Oh,
Yeah.
No healer, have we?
Hi, I'm the healer.
Oh God.
Which takes us to the Necromite who... Oh, hold up. No, last one's got a saving throw, wisdom saving throw. Rolls a 16.
Oh, you bastard.
I'm just going to go and strangle the bell cheese. I shall not be very long.
Strangle the bell cheese. Oh, Jake, have they made you aware that somebody has actually won the Mark game?
Who won the Mark game?
Dave in Pathfinder, mate.
How did you manage that?
Sausage dog. Yeah.
Sausage dog. Just as a question, what magic item did we get?
A wand of Cure Light Wound with 50 charges, which is worth 1,000 gold pieces. And which is currently you have possession of as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Adam can find them fucking useful.
Because exactly why, because you can cast Cure Light Wounds, it's on your spell list. And Lars has got healing spells anyway, so they figured it was the best course of action.
Yeah, it was a
Jake.
good call. Although, when I got it right, Jake, everyone moaned at me. They thought it was some kind of conspiracy. And I was like, well, if it is a conspiracy, it benefits us as the players, so shut up anyway.
Yeah. And I wasn't moaning, and it was me who had to pay up. So.
Yeah.
What's the next item?
I haven't decided yet. It'll probably be custom made for the character that wins it the next time. But to be fair, you needed a one of Pure Light. So,
Right.
If I win it, I want a gold-plated catnip mouse. Which is not used in any other way other than by me.
Right. So back. So then this Necromite is going to have a go at Nuzzy. So this skull flail, instead of this claw coming out of it, he's just going to try and swat you with it. Mark rolls a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Master of Souls behind, so she now. Who can see what Nuzzy would see? Ace is now in a position is. As she's continuing to chant, you can still hear her chanting, but she sort of all of her features, the outline of her, turns to smoke and just disappears.
She's just vanished.
Yeah.
what a bitch.
Yeah. Right, which takes us to Rhea. Pretty sure she's going to be able to finish this last one. Let's have a go. So, first attack, it's 5. Yeah, it kills it. See, dead. And then she can move, dodging the... actually, that's not there anymore, is it? Because you're unconscious. She's going to try and kill this Fist of Bane. Let's see if she can do it in one. Yep. She can. So as this guy is sort of... In fact, Jake, would you like to describe how Rhea kills her? Because he's only just got up.
So he's going to be headbanging, his headbanging, his headbanging, his headbanging. He suddenly breaks. His head is absolutely fucking pounding from like the vigorous headbanging he's been doing for the last 10 minutes. Well, the last like 30 seconds. And as he lifts his head up to kind of be like, oh, she literally just stabs him straight through the eye.
Okay. Which takes us to 1, 2, 3, 6. Nice. So that's her turn. Grizz, you are how I like to do. I know you're saying about the death saves behind closed doors. The other thing I like to do with death saves, you don't necessarily have to be unconscious. You sort of, gasping for breath. So you're still aware of your surroundings, but you can't do anything because of the damage that you've taken. But that takes us to Ace. Now that Ace is in a position, the unfortunate rolls from the party didn't identify the fact, which you now that the heat's off a little bit, is the woman at the back was casting an enchantment spell of some description, almost as if she was charming. these cultists in front of you. What I'm going to do to add to the flavour a little bit is this last one that dies, as she sort of takes it, swings her swords, knocks the helmet off, and you can also see that his tongue's been removed as well. And from behind you, Rhea, as soon as she takes it off, she's Gregory, and from behind you, you can hear a little girl scream and say, "Daddy! They've killed Daddy!" And that takes us to Ace's turn.
Okay. Ace is going to move 30. I mean, oh no, I'd literally be on top of her. So I'm just going to move through to there so I can see this motherfucker here.
Yeah.
And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
For this fella, yeah. Save 9.
He better take my vicious mockery.
Righto.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as I'm playing like the upper parts of my guitar, I'm going to let out like a bit of a screech on the guitar, and it's going to like pierce his ears. And as it does that, it's going to do 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay, nice. That takes us to Nuzzgrond now. So you're all aware of what's happening now, as you guys at the back, as you sort of, as you're walking through, you're taking helmets off and checking. All of these fists of Bane that you've just killed, they were paladins from the barracks, all with the tongues cut out, and they all either appeared to, and they also have their hands have been nailed onto these. The maces and shields.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not pleasant.
And you've now killed a lot of them. Nozzy's turn.
Right, the spellcaster in front of me. I'm going to tonk it really hard.
Right.
Here it comes. Have I still got inspiration in case? Oh no, that's a 1. Fuck it out. Yeah, that's me done then.
Yeah. So Captain Zodge is going to step up to Mephiston and try and stem. That's what he's here for. Yeah, he rolls 11. So that's Mephiston. Is it not? Can you remember if it's a pass or if it's just stable with a medicine check?
What medicine check? I thought it just stabilised them.
Yeah. Okay, we'll call it stable then.
So I think to heal, you need a healer's kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from what I gather, it doesn't even get somebody to like 1 hit point. I'm pretty sure like they are just in almost
it's
like
just 0. Yeah. What I was saying, Lou, is you're conscious of what's going on around you, but you're too injured to actually do anything about it at the minute. Which takes us to. So it would be Mephiston's turn. You don't need to make a death saving throw because Zodge's made sure you're not dying. Which takes us to the Necromite, who's going to try and hit Nuzzy with a skull flare. That's a crit. 22 to hit.
No, not Nuzzy.
That's beat down. It's magic damage, isn't it?
No, this isn't.
Oh, how much damage?
But it is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
So that is reduced to 4.
Yeah.
I'm still up.
Right. What you're gonna hear now, though, is from behind, in a female voice. You're gonna hear "Meow" as doors here, and here fly open.
Oh.
Right. And I'll just for flavour, what I'm going to do. Out of these two on the side, you can see these Nightblades, these followers of Baal, appear with longbows raised, ready pointed. From the back, you can see cultists' fists of bane running towards you with necromites of Merkel spinning these skull chains round as they appear to have completed their ambush. However, what is then going to happen is there is a burst of light, of radiant light coming from the north, coming from Elturel, and you can see Elturel. You're looking down on the whole city of Elturel, which is about 10 miles or so in the distance. It's properly sort of, you can see it, the outskirts of it, as the companion pulses with light. But then after this pulse of light, the companion itself is going to turn black. And as the companion turns black, lightning is going to wreathe around the companion. And it's going to strike the ground in front of the city. And then the sound catches you. And you can hear this noise from the companion. And then the ground's going to shake. And the building shakes. And you're slightly blinded from the initial flash. And then you almost shook to your knees. And then the sound of the lightning's going to hit. And you also see it and then hear it a few seconds after as the ground around the city starts to splinter and pull apart. Yeah. And then there's a bolt of lightning and it pulls the ground apart. Another bolt of lightning and it's reverberating through you now, and you can only just make it out. All the way around the city now, these bolts of lightning are going to hit the ground and tear up huge, vast quantities of earth. There's another strike right in the middle of the city, right in the middle, dividing Elturel as it splits apart. As it's pulling the land apart and this steam and smoke rises, you can see beneath Elturel a red landscape open up. And it looks eventually as it's Elturel is sat on this massive city-sized moat of earth, and underneath Elturel is Beator, Avernus, the first layer of the 9 hells. You can see there's no doubt in your mind what it is, as the city itself just goes, and you can see now that there's chains being attached to it from underneath as the city goes slowly drawn down. In Avernus, you can see these winged demons flying underneath Elturel as it sinks. You can see the river Styx. Mephiston, you know exactly what you're looking at. The rest of you all get an idea of what's happening.
I'm whimpering slightly.
All of the cultists around you look shocked by this. This was not on their playlist. And they're looking to each other, and they decide to turn tails and run. But as the city descends, and there's nothing you can do about it, the whole city of Elturel the good and the pure, with this black orb above it now, where the companion used to be, is pulled into Avernus. As the ground swallows it up.
Honestly say, I wasn't expecting that.
Nope.
And all that's left is a massive crater. Rhea starts to scream. What is happening? What is happening?
Don't look at me. I'm just a piece of cheese.
You're going to watch Ace's face drop as he's kind of like, all my fans.
Is the city totally destroyed as it's falling in, or?
It's been pulled into the 9 hells. It's been pulled down. Where it was is just a crater.
So we're
the crater seals.
Is everyone dead?
As you saw it disappear, a lot of the buildings were destroyed. You could see High Hall, the cathedral that you visited briefly. Some of the towers were knocked over, but most of them, were still upright. A lot of the buildings, as they went down, were still upright. If you remember, there was a ravine through the middle of Elturel. On both sides, you can still see the bridges, the 2 bridges connecting the 2 halves as it sunk into hell.
Das ist nicht gut.
I don't really fancy going into hell at first level. I suspect it may be
reminds me of
weird. Okay.
the Pick of Destiny. Yes, you are fucked. Shit out of luck.
Yeah.
I am complete and my cock you will suck.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
I'd like to get up, please.
Yeah, you for in terms of right here, right now, physically, you don't appear to be in any danger.
And we see the acolytes and everything running away.
Properly belting it. Yeah.
I'm in no fit state to go into hell. Really need a rest.
Well, where Elturel was is completely sealed. There's just a hole in the ground now.
We need to
So
try.
it's not even open it as if like we could go down there to chase it, even if we wanted to. And in terms of our the guy that I can't remember his name, the Raven Guard.
Alder. He was in the city.
Raven Guard.
He was in
Oh
Elturel.
shit! I'm gonna look at everyone. And I'm gonna be like, "Well, we're fucked, aren't we? We were supposed to get him back in one piece."
Yeah, we were.
I was like, I used to probably look at Nuzzy as well, and he'd be like, "It's probably not going to be a good paycheck for you, mate."
No, I have literally got. I really, really, really wasn't expecting that.
Well, I suppose we should seek shelter and rest.
Yeah.
And then, what's the closest city to us now, Dave?
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. If let me give you a big map so you can. There you go, mate.
I thought you said, "Oh, you're going to give me a Big Mac then."
Oh.
Right. So this is once it's loaded up, it might take a while because this is from the Wizards of the Coast official high resolution Sword Coast map. Let me know when you've loaded up, Tom. But it will be, so if you remember on maptool, if you go top right, select map, pull it down, this is the Sword Coast players map. So you can always have access to this.
Okay.
So, has it loaded?
Nope.
Yeah.
I've got the big map yet.
Still loaded.
Off topic, have you seen that new burger from McDonald's, the Philly cheesesteak?
I've had two, mate. I've had two.
It
First one
like
was well fit, the second one not so much.
Okay, I'm loaded up, mate. I've got it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pan in. Elturel's here. Fort Morning Lord is where you currently are. This is the River Chiantha. Yeah. There's Baldur's Gate, right on the coast. That's where you started out from. That's where you're stationed as Flaming Fist mercenaries. So Zodge, captain of the Flaming Fist, who's still with you, and Rhea. Rhea's just in bits. She's sort of still inconsolable. She can't believe her eyes. What she's just seen. She's just seen her city, her life, the all of the good people, all of the good work that everyone's done in Elturel. Thavius Krieg has saved the city with the companion and all of the work for all of the good gods of Elturel have just been pulled into hell. And Zodge is a little bit, what the fuck do we do? What the fuck do we do?
Well, you're our captain. So I've got nothing. I wasn't expecting a portal to hell to swallow the place where we've just been staying.
The only thing we can do is return to
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
We alone are ill-equipped to deal with this situation. We must return.
Nice. Yeah, like it, Tom. Well done, mate. So eventually Zodge... go on. Sorry, Jake.
So Ace would kind of turn around and be like, I mean, shouldn't we go and have a look at the crater? I mean, it's a literal portal to hell.
Yes.
Hmm.
We should have a look at it.
Mephiston will slowly kind of get up, and he'll see all the dead paladins around on the floor, and he'll be like just looking at him, shaking his head, and he'll be getting like a couple of bronze pieces out of his own money, and he's like putting a bronze piece on each of the eyes of all the paladins that have died.
You know, as he's doing that, like going around really somberly doing that, can Ace kind of walk around and like pick a few of them up?
With Mephiston, it's really weird. So like as he's doing it, you kind of seeing that it's almost kind of like sinking into their faces, kind of thing, and just with like a little green glow in their eyes, and you said the coins disappear as he does it.
Ooh. No, so no, you can't, Jake. But nice,
No,
Lewis.
I quite like as he does it the first time when I go to pick up a coin, like I'm gonna be like, ugh.
What does it say? Ghostbusters? I've had slime.
Nice. So what I'm gonna bring Danielle and Mabel back into it. Danielle and Mabel, the two are now freshly bereaved humans of Gregory's wife and daughter, and they are now because Ray is still in bits, but this is going to snap her too. They are starting to come up to you, sort of pound on your chests and all the rest of it. So you've killed Daddy, you've killed Daddy. They're taking everything out on you guys, but Rhea snaps to a little bit and tries to calm them down. But she seems to be struggling.
I'm afraid, little one, your father was long before we got here. There was
Okay.
nothing that we could do.
Roll persuasion then.
Yeah, this isn't going to go well.
-1.
Side effect.
So Danielle's going to say, I saw you kill them. I saw you kill them all. And she's going to try and stand in front of Mabel to make sure you can't get to her. And the look on her eyes as if to say, you're going to, especially with a roll of 2, dude, you're going to tear her apart and start eating her liver in front of her type thing. And she's backing away now. She's backing away. And even Ray has an attempt to says, listen, no, Mabel, Danielle, no, there's nothing that could do, but they're gone.
Oh.
You know, as far as you're concerned, you're complicit in the murder of Paladins of Torm, and they've gone. Zodge picks up from Grizzly's, from both Grizzly's and Ace's suggestions, and he's like, okay, well, we're here now. What I suggest is we'll check the crater first, and then we need to get back. We'll check the crater, see if there's anything that we can salvage, but we have to get back and report this.
Yeah, definitely.
Ace is almost going to be really immature about somebody else liking his suggestion. He's going to be like, yes.
So in terms of the let's give it a 50-50. Who's not rolled many dice? Mark, I'm going to get you to do it because this is to see if your horses have bolted with basically the whole of the earth shaking and the ground moving. If you roll 10 or more, roll d20, 10 or more, the horses stay.
Oh, sorry, lads, in advance. Yeah, it's a 4.
Right. So you
inspiration.
Oh, inspiration. It's an extra D10. You never know.
It's an extra D6,
actually,
so you need to roll. It's an extra D6, Mark. Bardic inspiration.
I need to roll a 6, don't
Don't
I?
use
Well,
guidance.
roll a D6.
No.
Not really a ability check, is it?
So your horses have bolted. So you're gonna have to go back to the city the long way. So as you're travelling down, if you remember, I described the fields around Elturel. Almost everyone lived inside. There wasn't sort of a shanty town like most cities outside. Everyone was catered for and looked after in Elturel. That's all gone. All of the outlying farms, and there's hundreds. There's still possibly thousands of displaced people now around this crater, and you pass through some, you pass past some, and they look in absolute shock. No one knows what's happening. There's screams, there's cries, and as you go to inspect the crater, all you can see is just earth has been moved, as if it almost looks as if it's been plucked up and it's disappeared.
Can I roll some kind of like history or arcana or something? Is there any like precedent for this having happened before in history?
You can roll history, and what I'll tell you, because you've asked the question, is you can ask your learned friends as well. So, who has the best plus to history?
I've got a +5.
Ouch, it's me.
5.
Yeah, I've only got 1.
Okay. So you can roll, and you can roll with advantage because everyone else, you'll sort of, you're having this conversation with everyone.
Can I cast guidance on myself as well?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's an additional +4, isn't it?
D4.
D4.
D4, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant, but it's not the way it came out.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm sure I just clicked on advantage.
So 18 with your extra D4.
21.
Okay, 21. You're pretty sure that this has never happened before. I'm going to expand on this because you're not in any imminent danger, and you're going to be travelling back to Baldur's Gate, which is going to be uneventful. All the time that you take to get back, you sort of think, has this happened? You're pretty sure, with a 21, that this has never happened before. As you're investigating the crater and you're passing past people looking dazed, the mood is basically, we need to get to safety, exactly the same as you guys have gone. Yeah. And the general consensus from most of them is we need to get to Baldur's Gate. And then there's sort of a humanoid, I'm going to go with humanoid nature, a survival instinct. Everyone's thinking, there's thousands of us arriving all of a sudden at Baldur's Gate, and there's what starts off as sort of a calm, well, let's just, let's get there and get safe, to a shit, we need to get there.
Yeah.
Is Trial and Scornable as well cities that are close to Elturel?
Yeah, they're more towns than cities.
So maybe Grizz will try to convince a few smaller groups to maybe splinter off to those smaller towns with the kind of logical, well, Baldur's Gate won't be able to support everybody, so perhaps it would be wise of you to head east towards Triel and Scornbell. And, we have to be sensible about this now. We need to take the logical approach. There's always going to be limited resources, and we don't want anyone to starve.
Okay.
He's just kind of droning on, and
Okay. Which is why you get a -1 for charisma. So make your persuasion check. 13. Yeah. Some do, but it's not going to be something that goes word of mouth. It's basically the people that you're talking to. They're almost as if I think your words as you're going on, they're sort of thinking, oh fucking hell, I wish this
rambling.
this Minotaur should, and then think, wait a minute, yeah, they're all moving this way. Fuck it, we'll go that way. So yeah, a few do, but not many. Yeah. So what are you doing?
Inspected the crater. There's no obvious kind of like markings, runes, or signs or anything around it.
There's nothing. There's around. There's the impact sites, the blasts of the lightning that struck, but all the way down. I mean, if you're going all the way down, it's going to take some time because it's sort of loose earth. But it's just loose earth. It just looks as if it's been plucked up. Doesn't even look as if it's been pulled down. It looks as if it's been plucked up into the air. It's no longer there. There's just earth.
I've got absolutely nothing. I really wasn't expecting that. Got me for 6.
So Zarj is still maintaining. He says, "Look, all these people are going to go to Baldur's Gate, to our city. You know what our city is.
Yeah.
We need to get back.
We need to take them. We need to take these people with us. Make sure they stay safe."
Zarj will say, "Strongly disagree. We need to make sure we're okay. We need to report the fact. What we're going to do about these he corrects himself from murders and says these deaths. If that gets reported, we need to get back. We need to get back into our city before these people take over. Before all hell breaks loose. Pun not unintended."
Which murders are you talking about?
The paladins, these dead paladins that you've just killed.
It wasn't murder, was it?
Whoa.
They attacked
Kill
us
them?
first.
Oh no, those Paladin. Yeah, we did kill them.
It
But that
wasn't
wasn't our fault.
murder.
They were already
They
dead.
were blatantly trying to
And
kill us. And
to be-
you, cheeky
Yeah, to
bastard.
be fair, it's not a case. It's the we as the royal we is the 7 of us, not just us 5. You're as culpable as everybody else, so let's just take time and let's not point fingers and take the methodical route. And we're gonna. Go
Oh, for
back
fuck's
to
sake, get a move on.
Baldur's Gate
Which is why I'm going. He'll say, "Sorry, Tom."
No.
I'm right. He'll sort of say, "Rang." He'll say, "Right, fist, Nosebiter, fist," and he'll address you all individually as fist. With me, fall in. We're going back. And he turns towards Baldur's Gate and marches off.
Well, orders are orders, and he's going to pull his book out.
Okay.
I think our only option is to go with him. I think. I mean, what
Well,
can
I
we
only
do?
came along for the ride, so I might as well stick with it now.
So he.
But
Go on.
But he's going to look at the others and he's going to. If he thinks he can tell me what to do, he can shove it up his arse.
Well, he's our captain.
No, he's your captain.
There must
Oh,
be
you're not a
proper chain of
proper-
command on these kind of missions now, Ace. Just calm yourself. There's no need to get
Kind of like
agitated.
shaking his head, going, "Such a drag."
Chain of command. What's that?
Well, it's this chain that
that I used to hit you with.
I mean, like, he's still there talking, and we're just like walking.
100%. As soon as he starts saying that, he's just going to like walk past him. I'm bored of this conversation.
So the other thing that is as you are sort of walking away, if you're heading back towards Baldur's Gate, the other thing that he'll say to you is he'd like to get back, or what he's doing is ordering you as Flaming Fist mercenaries under the pay of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate, your city, is to forced march. He wants you to get back before the refugees descend, so you can inform the patriarchs, the leaders, the dukes, the 3 dukes that are left. Bearing in mind that the Grand Duke, the leader of the city, has now been sucked into the bowels of hell in Elturel.
Yeah.
And he wants to report, and he wants to do it fast, and he wants to force march all the way back. Minimal amount of sleep.
I'm on 1 hit point.
You can in the time that it's taken you to investigate, you can have a long rest. To be honest, you could just have a long rest. Yeah, because you even with a forced march, you can sort yourself out on the way back.
Rest, defo.
Sleep is for the weak anyway.
Well, one must have a full night's sleep in order to be properly rested. For a
Oh,
day's
for fuck's sake, will you shut up already?
Oh, I'm loving your druid.
Ace would truly be like, I've not had a full night's sleep since I was about 8 years old.
Avernus' sleep studies clearly state that you must have.
Look, I'm doing fine. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still thriving.
Ace is such a child, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just a man-child, 100%. He's very much like...
Oh, just out of interest, are you being disrespectful in front of Zodge?
Me?
Yeah, is Ace being disrespectful?
Oh, 100%. Like, this is exactly as Ace would be saying it. Like, he's just...
Okay. Right, so you can see that Zodge is properly tetchy about the whole situation. I've given you the campaign picture of Baldur's Gate, which is a lovely, lovely picture.
Still lovely.
So you're still going to do it though, Jake? I assume. I hope.
What in terms of like carry on like what I'm saying to Grismore?
Yeah. Well, you're going to be annoying. You're going to not. But you are going to go along with him.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to completely disregard what he's saying. Like I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, well, I want to see this out now. Like I'm interested.
Right.
Like I say, I'm still in the process of trying to find my ultimate rock band, and I've only got a couple of members at the moment.
Okay. So how I'm going to play this then is that's Baldur's Gate. This is the Basilisk Gate. The docks obviously you can see.
Yeah,
it's lovely, isn't it?
Lovely piece of art, that is.
At some point while you're resting, I'll give you the option to do something about this if you want, but while the rest of you are sleeping, Zodge will bide his time. And he'll wait until everyone's asleep and there's just him and Ace. And Ace will wake up with a dagger at his throat, unable to make any sound. And Zodge is leaning onto your windpipe with this very, very highly sharpened blade. And he will get right down to your ear. And he will say something along the lines of, "You listen to me, boy. This is my responsibility. What has happened is on our shoulders, and I intend to make the most of it. If you think you can fuck this up, I will kill you." Nod if you understand. No.
Oh, that's infuriating.
So like Ace would fully be like almost like uncomfortably laughing. Like this is not the first time Ace has ever had a knife put to his throat. Like
Right.
He's been tangling the Baldur's Gate for a little while, like, and he's kind of like played in a lot of kind of like slummy like establishments with his bands. So these kind of like untoward situations. So he's going to kind of be like.
Okay.
So it's not like he's laughing, but it's like not laughing like to be rude, but it's like it's like an awkward laugh. It's like
a nervous tick.
Yeah, kind of.
I said no to you, Lou, and I always say to you I don't like saying no. Roll perception, and what I'm going to do is in fact, before you roll it, I'm going to tell you what to be, because Zodge is going to try and be as quiet as possible while he's doing that. So he rolls, I'll give him advantage on his stealth roll. He rolls an 18. So with your perception, if you roll higher than an 18, then we can include you into the exchange if you wish.
Annoying. Oh, that's wank. As per usual. Okay,
yeah, we'll keep it as is then. So it's gonna come down to as Dodge is holding you and you're doing this sort of nervous laugh, and he'll back off.
He'll probably make like a little quip under his breath, like almost like you fuck it up for yourself, as he's like walking off.
Right. You're saying it under your breath, so we can't hear it. Is there a chance that he can hear this?
I mean, it's almost like you fuck it up yourself. It's like it's kind of like coughs it off. Like it's like you'll fuck it up yourself, as it's like walking away.
Right.
So it's up to you, Dave.
Roll. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get you to roll an insight.
Oh man, I'm shit at insight. Oh, 14. That's not bad.
14 is better than a 10. If you'd roll less than 10, I'd have killed your character now. Because that's what Zodge would do. With a 14, his intention as he's holding you is if you fuck about and you fuck up his life and his career, he will kill you. So if you want to follow through with that, he's going to kill you.
Oh.
And
Is that if he hears it?
Yep.
Or will he definitely hear it anyway? Has he got like?
All I'm doing is with your insight is before you. Because I want you to play your character, but I also want you to know what Zodge is.
He's a prick. That's what he is. I can't afford to lose Ace. I think Ace would just like kind of get up, he'd like cough, and he'd kind of like just wander off and kind of like start muttering under his breath, but like be saying like it's almost like, you know, when you're having that one-sided argument with yourself in the shower afterwards. With all the things you could have said.
Yeah. No, this is why I occasionally like to play D&D. I like to put you in awkward situations. So
yeah.
And Jake, I genuinely, and I would have hated to do it, but if you'd have rolled less than 10 and you said to me, no, I'm going to say it, then Ace would be dead right now. Okay. But
his story's not done yet.
No. I want you to do it as much as possible. But yeah. Okay.
Nah, fair enough. So
Yeah.
I think if he's got that kind of reading off him already, he's kind of gonna he's arrogant, but he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Right. Because what I'm trying to get across with Zodge is he's a captain in the Flaming Fist, a corrupt mercantile company for a reason. And he's, you say, this isn't the first time Ace has been in this situation. This isn't the first time that he's threatened to slit someone's throat and actually done it. Is Zodge and a lot of the superiors in Baldur's Gate. So,
I should have given him a little kiss.
the picture we have is Baldur's Gate as you arrive back in the city. The first thing after being in Elturel and being not necessarily on the run, but sort of trying to figure out what's going on, you've left Rhea well behind, by the way. She sort of disappeared. She went after Daniellen.
Yeah.
With this forced march, you've managed to get back in front of most of the refugees from Elturel. But even so, as you arrive on the gate, the news has travelled ahead of you. And Zodge, with you guys and the rest of you Flaming Fist officers, are telling the guardsmen, they've already said, where are all these people coming from? And you say there's more coming. And you tell them what's happened. And they ask, is it true that Elturel's disappeared? And you say, yes. Zodge's approach will be, keep it to yourselves. If anyone asks, you say, no comment. And if anyone tries to get in, just shut the gates. Shut them now until you hear from the other dukes. And he marches off. And he'll say to you guys, and he's as he's looking round, you can see he's looking over Ace. He's not. There's no eye contact with Ace at all, and he'll say, "With what you've done, I advise you to go back to the barracks, go back to the digs, make yourself comfortable, get warm and fed. Do not move. Wait for orders. Wait for questions. Make sure you're found. You can be found."
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay. Okay. So,
you think it's Pathfinder? I was going to say, can I roll sense of motive?
You can roll
It
insight.
gets that way. It gets that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I roll an insight check on him as well? Because I'm starting to get a bit concerned he's going to try and fuck us over.
16.
Sure.
14.
16 and 14 are both good. So what you're getting from Zodge, and you've dealt with him a few times. Zodge is the kind of fella that his priority is himself. It's secondary to that, and it's only just secondary to that, are his men. He looks after his troops and his men, but he expects you to look after him as well. He is open to bribery. He's quite comfortable with the corruption in the city, and he'll go along with it. But he's very much, I help these guys out, they're going to keep me alive, and I'm going to do the same. So when he says to you, keep your heads down, he's trying to do it for your benefit.
I'm assuming I would have quite a bit of respect for him.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, he's kicked the shit out of you several times, and you, like, similarly with Raya, you've enjoyed it and you've learned from it. You know, you've handed him back a few times. Your face, Jake. So that is all before this actual campaign starts. So what we'll do now is we'll take you to the start of the campaign. You're in the barracks for a few days. Zodge comes and goes, and he'll say, "Listen, lads, I've been told not to give you any more information from the three remaining dukes. In fact, I don't know a lot. I've reported to my superiors, who've reported to their superiors. You know how Baldur's Gate works. It's a city run by the patriarchs who are run by the dukes. They're telling me to tell you that you have no comment on this current situation. You've heard reports of other Flaming Fist members have come and gone, that there's a large... thousands of refugees coming from Elturel now, and they're shutting the gate. And also, over the past... You've been back for, let's say, a week. We'll push it to another week. There have been lots of murders in the city as well. And specifically, murders by the dead three cultists. Almost as if, because of the unrest, they're taking the opportunity to create as much havoc in the city as possible. So Zodge, when he's coming and going on this last one that he comes to you, and he says, "Listen, lads, I know I've kept you. You know, I'm trying to look out for you. I know I've kept you not under house arrest, but I want to get you out. I want to get you something to do because I know you're probably going mad. So I'm asking, will you look into these murders for me? You've got free reign of the city if you do."
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just sat there reading. He's quite happy. Just sat reading books and playing chess. Well, sorry.
Will you look into these murders?
Well, if you require that of us, of course we are employed by the Flaming Fist, and these are part of our roles and responsibilities, and we will be glad to undertake them. And he just starts rambling yet again.
Mephiston sat in the corner with a nice little cheap bottle of whiskey, and he's just like...
Ace would stand up off the stool that he's sat on, and he'd be like, "It's about fucking time. I need to blow some of these cobwebs away."
Right. He'll Zodge, in response to this, he'll slap you on the shoulder and say, "Good man." And he'll turn back to all of you in general, and he'll say, "I haven't got much for you. I've got one of my old contacts, Terina, in the Elfsong Tavern. If you go and tell her that I've sent you, she might be able to give you some information."
Oh, Terina.
Let's write that down. Terina.
Oh, I know Terina.
What was the name of the tavern, Dave?
Elfsong Tavern.
Elfsong.
Elfsong Tavern, yeah. You would know because you're all Baldurians, for those that have been around the city. The Elfsong Tavern's in the lower city. It's a tavern famous for having the spirit of an elf sing the story of her lost love every now and again. Just this haunting melody of this. In fact, Ace, you probably know it well because you've probably tried to accompany her a couple of times.
I have, but it was met with much disdain. My kind of melody didn't really fit with it, so they asked me to leave.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's you rolled a 2 per performance. In fact, that's impossible for you, isn't it? But, okay, so happy with that?
Yep.
So what we'll do is apart from the fact that Mark, this evening's words on the Mark game was Lewis went for Rusty Sheriff's Badge, Tom went for Llama, and Jake went for Moray Eel. So none of them got it. And the official campaign starts at level 1, but what I'm going to do, gentlemen, is I'm going to award you level 2. Because you're aware of the group dynamic now. So you can possibly tailor your characters to fit. So should we do the normal hit dice, the way you do it, Tom, in Pathfinder, I enjoy. So you tell me which class you're going to level up in. You roll the hit dice, I roll the hit dice. Whoever rolls highest, it sticks, unless we both roll the same, then you roll again.
Yeah.
So we'll do Mark. Should we do yours first?
Yeah, so
level in Barbarian?
Yep.
Yeah, so you roll a d12.
Here we go. Coming up.
What I'll do, let me take... That's probably... So you roll a 6. I'm going to roll this on Lars's character sheet, so it'll come up as Lazrith has rolled. I roll an 8, so you can have 8, Mark.
I will happily take that, sir.
Yeah. Tom? Druid?
Yeah, they're allowed to do that.
8.
5.
Maximum for you, dude. Jake?
Another one in Bard, so 8. D8.
So I need 2.
Only a 3.
3 it is. Hello?
Oh, I'm going to go for another Warlock.
D8. 7.
3.
7 it is.
If we're done, guys, I'm going to have to go because I can feel my thing again.
Cheers, Mark. See you next time.
See you later.